A bird has just pooped all over my windshield. And it looks like he had a very healthy serving of cranberry sauce for his breakfast. Dirty bird.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, everyone, it is the day before Thanksgiving, and my thrift shop over here I'm not going to tell you where I am. Anyway, they are having a 50% off. I'll tell you where I am. I'm in Pennsauken, New Jersey. There's a 50% off. I don't know if it's clothing or home goods, but the lobby is filled, and they haven't opened the doors yet. We'll find out in a minute, and you'll find out too. Thanks for watching. Well, look at what I'm so excited about, and she's gonna see this in a video, I'm sure. I'll have to show you later. Okay, do you guys remember, I don't know, 2 weeks ago I had a mayonnaise set, you know, the bowl and the ladle? Well, I came back to the thrift shop. Here is the underplate. I absolutely am certain this is the underplate, and I haven't shipped it yet because I'm hand delivering it to a very nice lady who lives not too far from here. She is going to freak out. So now she's going to have the 3-piece set. All right, she already won the mayonnaise dish and the ladle, but now I've got the underplate to go with it. Let's see, it's $9. I don't know, it might be on sale. We'll see. So I cannot wait. Now, stay tuned, because when I get home today, I will put the mayonnaise dish on top of that and show you that I am absolutely sure that it's a match. Now, I really like this, but I might buy it and hold on to it until next autumn season. It's just a little compote there. It might have gone to a cheese and cracker set, but it might just be some random little compote. Depression era, yeah, painted. It is $4. There's a little bit of wear around the edges, but it has a really nice autumn look. I'm gonna put it right in there. And then here's a Silvercrest piece, Fenton. And you can see the milk glass is opaque. Is it, I'm talking too fast. Is it opaque? Yeah. It's not that ring of fire sort of opalescent. So it's after they changed the formula. Anyway, that is $9. I'll have to see if that's on sale, because $9 is pretty top for that in terms of what I could resell it for. But anyway, let's keep shopping and see what else we can find. Well, there sure is a lot to see today, and let's just pick up a few things on the glass aisle. Some old ball jars here that someone was using for their home decor. And this is, oh my goodness, this is a beautiful, this is a, oh, I don't know the name of that pattern, but it's a piece of Cambridge. It kind of has a deco look to it, doesn't it? That is a nice piece of Cambridge. $8.99 for that platter. I like that a lot. I don't know that I'm going to buy it. Anybody remember? I can't remember the name of that pattern, but it is, as I said, it's a Cambridge piece. You guys recognize your mixing bowls from the 30s in clear glass. That's Avon in that opalescent color. It's pretty. Now let's see. There's a punch bowl base. Oh, there's a little chowder bowl. Anchor Hocking Bubble and Sapphire. $2.99. And some EAPG up there. What else can we find? A lot of clear glass. I'm going to have to take my time, turn this camera. Oh, there's a tidbit tray. That'd be pretty at Easter time. Those are nice spring colors sitting on top of you-know-what. We'll cover up that green. This is prettier. Is it going to slide off of there? Well, that's how I found it. No, let's put it down here so it doesn't break. Oh, that is $7 on that piece right there. And I see some candle wick. I see some Anchor Hocking. Here's another tidbit tray. and clear. You see, they really just, this particular store, I've moved on to another location, obviously, and they just stack their glass willy-nilly, and things often get broken in here. Look at this egg cup in lusterware. Wow, that's pretty. That's $4. Oh, it's a Noritake egg cup. That is nicely done. Very nicely done. But I don't want one egg cup. I don't want one. No, I eat more than one egg for breakfast. Now let me see. There's a creamer in lusterware. It's so difficult, everybody, because I'm talking and looking, and there's so much to see. It's just all piled on. Here's one of those gay fad. That's the colonial style bowl there by Hocking. Fire King, rather, painted there with the gay fad. It's when you see that wide band on the mixing bowls, I think they call that their colonial bowl pattern, if I remember correctly. I'm probably giving out misinformation. Look at this. Looks sort of Austrian. Just some numbers on the bottom. I don't know. Could be German. Wow. What's in my cart? Well, I'm going to tell you what's in my cart when we get outside. You'll see. Well, you might think, oh my goodness, somebody took a poor old oak piano stool and chopped it up and turned it into a table. But actually, this is exactly the way this was manufactured. It hasn't been monkeyed with at all. A lot of you will remember or recognize what looks like an old claw and ball foot piano stool. We do often and usually do see these claw and ball feet. This is made of metal. And then the ball in the claw is actually glass. Most of you probably already know that. And then it's attached to the legs. This is not a piano stool. It was common around 1900 to see little tables like this. Lamp tables, tables for ferns. I think everybody had a Boston fern in the parlor. And if we put this down here on the floor, we can get a better look. This is not the top of a piano stool. It's the top of this little tiny, just a stool to sit on, or it could actually be a little table, as I said, for a fern or something like that. And it is oak, and it's cut on the, it's quarter sawn, and so we see these medullary rays in here. It's a way of taking the piece of oak and quartering it first and then cutting it so that you get this wonderful grain. And sometimes it's very exaggerated and referred to as tiger oak. So it's funny because this little guy actually is in this sort of miniature size. It's a size I haven't seen before, and it almost looks like somebody took a lamp table or a fern table and shrunk it down. But that's it, solid oak. And again, that little thing dates to about 1900, give or take, 1890s, 1900. Shortly after the turn of the century, oak begins to lose in its popularity. Forget how much that was, $15, something like that. It's a cute little thing. Shop, coming to you from the front seat of my truck in the parking lot in Philadelphia. Now, I just came back from a bric-a-brac shop. Not a commercially, national thrift store or anything like that. Just one of these little storefront things in Philly that you run into from time to time. And nothing has any prices. You have to dig around and take stuff up, and you got to chit-chat with the proprietor a little bit and kind of go back and forth. There's sort of an art to that. You know how it works. So let me show you what I bought. Now, I have two Fenton baskets, and they are filthy. But we negotiated a price. This one in blue opalescent, pardon me. I see this color a lot. It's a nice size basket. I don't find amethyst that often. And it's really nice that we still have the paper label here, or the foil label. And these really, the Fenton hobnail hit the market I believe I'm correct. The Fenton Company almost went bankrupt in the 1930s, and then they introduced this hobnail design at some point in the 40s, and it really saved the company. Now, because it's not signed on the bottom, we know that these pieces were made prior to the 70s, and it's just really great to have that foil label on there that says handmade Fenton art glass. So, two beautiful bowls, baskets rather, that are covered in sticky, greasy nicotine and who knows what. All right, it happens. So we'll get those all cleaned up. And I didn't find any chips or cracks on them. Now, this is not something that I would normally buy. Okay. Do you know what it is? Some of you are going to say it's a little girl's dress. But if we look a lot closer, okay, it's not a dress at all. What's deep down inside of here? You guessed it. You remember, now my mother had one in the 1970s. It didn't look like this, but she certainly had one. This is the thing that you hang on your clothesline, and the clothespins are in there. Yeah, when people hung clothes out on the clothesline, that's what this is. Now, it's kind of dirty. It does need to be cleaned, but, the main reason I bought it, and I am going to sell it, it is filled with a bunch of these. Aha! Now, what do I need these for? What do I need these for? Clean my ears? No. If you've been watching, you know I'm restoring a homemade jewelry box. Now see, dollhouse, which has nothing to do with the jewelry box. Where does that come from? Dollhouse. Anyway, in the dollhouse, you could see where there was damage. The staircase had been broken off, but there was enough of the original there that the newel posts actually looked a lot like the tops of these old clothespins. And so I didn't have any, but I needed some to do the restoration on the dollhouse. So I'm going to be using these to do my dollhouse restoration, and then we'll pass this on to someone else. We'll put that in the old curiosity shop for sale. And then I'm not going to unwrap these. I'll have to show you show these to you some other time. But down in there you'll recognize some little what people usually call swanky swig 1930s, 40s era juice glasses. There's actually 4 of them in there, but I won't open those until I get somewhere else. Now, it is chilly today, but I have a pot roast with potatoes and carrots and onion flavor in the crock pot. We'll go take a peek at that in a little bit later. Okay, anybody have wooden clothespin, clothesline memories you want to share? Talk about it in the comment box below. Now, let me go get this glass cleaned. Ugh. A quick review of my shopping trip from today and yesterday. Here are the 2 baskets that are all cleaned up now, which, let's see, the Fenton baskets, the one in the amethyst and the one in the blue, the hobnail. Here are the little sort of swanky swigs. This one is marked Hazel Atlas. And then today, are you ready? Will Thrifting Venture? I got a, I say that because he loves pictures with ice lips. It's funny what we're all attracted to and what we enjoy. And Will really likes these pictures. Here's a ruby red Anchor Hocking one, I believe. Isn't that nice? And that was, what was it? $5 for that. And I can't say no to poor old lone candlesticks, so I had to buy this one. It's got a silver overlay on it. It's a beautiful cobalt, sort of, well, not really a cobalt blue color. I'm going to go through my book later and see if it's made by Indiana or Lancaster or Payton City or one of the other many companies that could have made it somewhere in the 1920s. Would have been part of a console set, but that's all that's left of it. I had to buy it anyway. Okay, so we'll put, I don't remember what it was. And then I told you Alyssa is going to flip her lid. Now, she won this auction a few days ago. That's the mayonnaise. And take a good look at the etching on it. And the little flowers on it there as well. Do you see that? When I say etching, engraving, I have to be very specific because people sometimes get annoyed if I don't use the right term, but the engraving on there, okay, and it's identical to the ladle, so it matches it perfectly. And then I went back to the same thrift shop today, and here it is. So you can see on here the same lines and the same type of engraved flower on there. And then this sits down and fits perfectly. Now I will have to say, I'm not accustomed to seeing such big underpants. Ooh! I'm not accustomed to seeing such big underplates underneath a mayonnaise. So it is possible that that's the underplate to a cheese and cracker set in this pattern. There would have been a compote that sat here to hold the cheese because the plate is so big. Normally the underplate on a mayonnaise is much smaller than this. But we're throwing them all together because they are a perfect match, and I think it's fantastic. Maybe the plate is so large because there's such a generous rolled edge on this mayonnaise, more so than I normally see. Okay, so anyway, surprise, surprise, Alyssa, if you're watching, I'm going to be delivering this to you soon, and you now, instead of a two-piece set, you've got all three pieces together. And she's a wonderful customer, she and her husband, and so I'm happy to throw that plate in there. Obviously at no extra charge. They've got to go together. Wonderful. And you certainly could have today, I mean, we wouldn't be eating raw vegetables like we do today back in the 30s, but today you could certainly put all types of broccoli and cauliflower around here and maybe put ranch dressing in here. So it's still an item that can be used today, and I can't wait to deliver that. None of this is listed yet in the Old Curiosity Shop, but it soon will be. I want to thank everybody for watching. Let me turn this camera around. I think it's almost dinner time. Ooh. Boy, that looks good and smells good. There's a pot roast down in there underneath them carrots and potatoes. Doesn't that look good? Yes, a great big pot roast, potatoes and carrots with all kinds of gravy down in there, and there's some onion in there as well. I'm gonna have something to eat off of for the next several days. Delicious. What are you guys having for dinner? I'll save you some. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, everyone, and I want to wish you a happy day, a happy Thanksgiving with family and friends, or even if you're just on your own, have a great day as well. Now, I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I might see you on Friday. That's all for now. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, wait for the cat, and so long for now.